This is the Kindie Rockstars Podcast, Season 5. Bringing you incredibly talented singers, artists, creators, and producers in the genre of children's music. I'm your host, Patrick Adams. Each episode will feature songs, albums, videos, or live performances, along with great stories from the artists themselves. Kindie Rockstars Season 5 is proud to be supported and sponsored by Waltmania Public Relations, serving the family entertainment community for more than 20 years. And now, on with the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Kindie Rockstars. Today with me, I have Leah of Sweet Potato Music. Welcome to the show.
Thanks. Hi, everyone.
And today we will have a music video album feature with a couple of videos / songs from her new album called Pop Pop Bubbles. But before we get into that, Leah, let's learn a little bit about you. You're a first-time guest on the show. Tell us how you got into making music for kids.
So I've been teaching kids for over 20 years, but I'm a flutist and instrumentalist. So most of my teaching work was teaching older kids or working as a teaching artist in schools. And then I had a baby in February of 2017, and a lot of my friends were like, you should start a music class. And I was like, I don't know. And I don't really see myself as this like perky singer type that, I like associated with people doing kids music. But then I started to think about, if I were going to create a program to set kids up to be my students later in life, like what kind of songs would I write? And so I wrote a bunch of songs kind of quickly, actually, and got some friends together and tried them out because I had all these new mom friends who had babies, and they really liked it. And then I kind of shaped that into a class that I've kind of honed over time. So all of the kids' music that I do really comes from the classes that I teach for babies and toddlers and their caregivers. So that was kind of how I got into it.
And so is Pop Pop Bubbles your first album?
Yeah, it's my first kids album. I have a bunch of albums out of like chamber music, kind of like I have some like vocal chamber music with vocals and some pop stuff, but it's my first children's album.
Oh, so. Congrats.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about the album then. So how was your experience in making it? I know we're going to feature a couple of songs, but as a whole, how did all the pieces and parts of the album come together?
It was it was really different for me making this album than any of the other albums I've made because I've sung all these songs thousands of times. So they had like, in one sense, I knew them really well, but to like think of them as recorded projects when I sing them by myself with a ukulele, I like rearranged them so many times. It was really fun, but I made demos and then I tracked the bass and drums with Jay Belrose and Paul Bryan at Paul's studio. And then after hearing that, I kind of like made different demos and then, recorded my friends and myself and then sculpted it even more. So it was a lot more like sculpting and kind of almost rewriting and arranging, which was it was fun. I was really happy with how everything came out, and I didn't really know where I was going to end up when I started.
The journey's kind of fun though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what was the inspiration behind the name Sweet Potato Music?
When my daughter was a baby, she had this kind of like red, like wispy hair. And I was kind of just trying to come up with something cute and catchy for my program. I felt like to start off, I wanted to have like a logo and a name and a website to kind of like give me some confidence with what I was doing. So I don't know, it popped into my head, and I had an artist draw the little sweet potato logo with a maraca, and I just stuck with it. So although I recently was getting coffee and I handed a dad, sometimes I hand out stickers if I like see cute babies, and I was awkward when I did it, and and I didn't really say what it was, and he was like, it kind of looks like a poop, and I was like, oh, that hadn't occurred to
My
me.
God. Oh well.
Sorry.
All right. Yeah, I don't know where to go with that one.
Yeah, sorry, wasn't
No, that's I've had feedback on a logo.
yeah.
All right. Well, we got a couple of songs that we're going to feature, and the first one is called Noisy Little Robot. And so talk about this song and then the making of the video, and then we'll play both.
All right. So this song, I had an idea that I wanted to write a song that was going to teach the concept of like a rest, like a musical silence, because that is something I noticed teaching instrumental music is really, really hard for kids to like hold a beat of rest and like not play through it. So I was trying to think of some pattern that could be repeated, and then we could like leave it out. And I thought, well, robots are cute and they make sound, so I kind of played around with it, and I came up with the beep, beep, boop, boop, zap ding, which repeats a lot in the song. And then we leave out, the booper breaks and we leave out the boops. And I feel like everyone really likes doing this song in class because they always screw up and like sing the wrong part. And then, yeah, I found this amazing motion graphics animator, Lindsay, who I explained kind of what I just explained about the song. And I kind of let her, I like to let people do what they do. So I feel like I can't take any credit for the video. I gave her a little bit of feedback, but it was really all her, creating the cute little robot that gets frustrated when he starts to break down.
All right. Well, we're going to play the music video for now for everyone watching on YouTube. If you're listening on the podcast, enjoy the song. Here it is. Noisy Little Robot by Sweet Potato Music.
Beep, beep, boop, boop, zap, ding. 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 I'm a noisy little robot, I'm always breaking down. When my gears are working smoothly, I make very funny sounds. Will you help me please, oh please, don't forget my batteries. Let's see how I'm working, let's see how I'm working, let's see how I'm working today. Alright, you know what happened? That robot's booper broke, so we're gonna rest on the boops. Beep, beep, zap, ding. Beep, beep, zap, ding. Beep, beep, zap, ding. Beep, beep, zap, ding. I'm a noisy little robot, I'm always breaking down. When my gears are working smoothly, I make very funny sounds. Will you help me please, oh please, don't forget my batteries. Let's see how I'm working, let's see how I'm working, let's see how I'm working today. Alright, well the booper's fixed, but now the zapper's broken, so we're gonna rest on the zaps. Beep, beep, boop, boop, ding. 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 I'm a noisy little robot, I'm always breaking down. When my gears are working smoothly, I make very funny sounds. Will you help me please, oh please, don't forget my batteries. Let's see how I'm working, let's see how I'm working, let's see how I'm working today. Alright, the zapper's working, but maybe you can guess what happened. The dinger broke! Beep, beep, boop, boop, zap! 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 I'm a noisy little robot, I'm always breaking down. When my gears are working smoothly, I make very funny sounds. Will you help me please, oh please, don't forget my batteries. Let's see how I'm working, let's see how I'm working, let's see how I'm working today. Alright everyone, I have really great news. The robot's fixed and all of the sounds are working. Beep, beep, boop, boop, zap, ding. Beep, beep, boop, boop, zap, ding. Beep, beep, boop, boop, zap, ding. Beep, beep, boop, boop, zap, ding.
that was Noisy Little Robot. All right, next song we're going to talk about is called Pizza. Tell us about this one.
All right, so this song I actually do in a class with a parachute, and I don't know that there's like a musical lesson or anything in this song, but I really like the class to be like high energy and interactive and really keep everyone engaged. So I just had this idea that like we could make a pizza with a parachute. So in class we do the song totally a cappella. What do we want to eat? Pizza, just kind of over and over, and we toss the dough and we swirl the sauce and we sprinkle cheese. And then for the toppings, I throw bean bags on the parachute. And we always do that in the middle of class. And then when I almost didn't even record it because it's so simple when I do it, but I was playing around in Logic with, like they have like the Apple loops, the drum tracks and stuff. So I just kind of put this like kind of, I forgot what it's called, like 70s street backbeat, or I don't know, it had some ridiculous name. And then when we were tracking the song, Paul and Jay were like, let's do everything else first. And if we have time, then we'll go back to this one. And Jay at the end, like still, he's like, all right, let's do it. So he kind of played this like awesome, really fun drum beat. And then my friend Celia did all these really fun backing vocals, and I did all the instrumental arrangements. So it kind of turned into this fun like dance party of a song. And then the video, I did really come up with a concept for the video because I feel like the parachute activity with the pizza is so fun, and like people could be doing it in preschools and stuff. So I wanted the video to teach what I do with the parachute, but then Lindsay, who made the robot video, also did all the motion graphics that kind of go over it to bring the pizza elements in.
Very cool. Well, pizza is one of those topics, along with robots, that are surefire crowd pleasers for kids.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we're going to play that video now. And again, for those listening on the podcast, here is the song Pizza by Sweet Potato Music.
What do we want to eat? Pizza. What is our favorite treat? Pizza. Alright, the first thing you need to do when you make pizza, we're gonna toss that pizza dough. Are you ready? We're gonna toss the dough, toss the dough, toss the dough, toss the dough. What do we want to eat? Pizza. What is our favorite treat? Pizza. Alright, I think you all know what's next. The next thing we need, let's throw some sauce on that pizza. Swirl the sauce, swirl the sauce, swirl the sauce, swirl the sauce. What do we want to eat? Pizza. What is our favorite treat? Pizza. Alright everyone, this is where the magic happens. We're gonna sprinkle some cheese on that pizza. Sprinkle cheese, sprinkle cheese, sprinkle cheese, Alright, now here's where we really need your help. It's time to put some toppings on this pizza. You can put on your favorite pizza toppings.
Pepperoni,
You can put on your silliest pizza toppings.
chocolate sauce, grapefruit,
Or we can all just throw our favorite foods on there.
pickles, spaghetti and meatballs, mac and cheese, beans, ice cream.
Toppings on, toppings on, toppings on, toppings on. Put your toppings on. Papa pizza. Say put your toppings on. Papa pizza. What do we want to eat? Pizza. our favorite treat. Pizza. All right, let's make sure we didn't forget anything. Did we toss the dough?
Yeah!
Did we swirl the sauce?
Yeah!
Did we sprinkle the cheese?
Yeah!
Did we put some toppings on?
Yeah!
All right, well, there's only one thing left to do.
Woohoo!
Here we go. Hope you're hungry. Gonna eat it up. Eat it up. Eat it up. Eat it
And that was Pizza. I hope you enjoyed that video and song. All right, the album is called Pop Pop Bubbles. Assuming it can be streamed, purchased, and downloaded on all of the known sites. How else can people find and connect with you?
So my website is sweetpotatomusicla.com, and there's like a little album section there. I also do have vinyl for sale, and some cute merch. And most of my social media handles are Sweet Potato Music LA on TikTok and Instagram, Facebook. So yeah, you can look for my name, Leah Paul, or Sweet Potato Music LA, and I'll probably come up.
Wonderful. Well, best of luck with your first children's album. And thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing a couple videos and talking to us. And I look forward to talking to you again soon.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.